Behind. This is mixed martial arts, 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Let's meet our fighters one more time. He fights out of Hot Springs, Arkansas. He weighed in at 147.8 pounds. He has a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. He's in the blue corner. And this is Caleb McCauley. And across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, he fights out of Fort Smith, Arkansas. He weighed in at 144.8 pounds. This is Reese, Lynn. Our referee in charge of this battle is Mr. Rocky Demir. Fort Smith Fall Brawl. Are you ready? Here we go.
We got Reese Lynn in the black and red trunks, Caleb McCauley in the blue.
Oh, Caleb.
Oh, McCauley slipped down there. Reese has got his back. He's got both hooks in and wrist control there. He's going to look to turn him over or to flatten him out. You can see the wrist there where Reese Lynn has reached through and grabbed onto his, looks like his left wrist there. Reese is flattening him out, and he's trying to sink that elbow in to get a choke. You can hear Caleb's corner imploring him to hand fight. You can see him reaching up with his left wrist there and pulling on Reese Lynn's glove, trying to break his grip. It's hard to see from here exactly if Reese has his arm across McCauley's throat or if it's across his chin. Reese has got a good back game. I've actually had a chance to grapple with Reese. Reese is going to try to soften him up a little bit. He needs to be real careful about getting too high. McCauley's going to try to stand up and shake him off. You see Reese Lynn working. You can see Reese Lynn. That wasn't a great plan. You can see Reese Lynn working to get back on top. He's got his hooks in, controlling McCauley's back. He's got double unders. Now he's got an overhook there, and no wonder. Reese has got one under his chin. McCauley has slowed down where he can't really get a good grip on his neck there. McCauley is going to try to slide down here and break Reese's control, then turn into him. Reese Lynn really needs to get one underhook and one overhook and just kind of pepper him with punches, distract him a little bit and soften him up. You can hear Reese Lynn's got an arm over there. He's controlling his back. He's really keeping his position good. He's keeping his hips good and low. McCauley is trying to stand up and shake Reese Lynn off, but Reese Lynn is flattening him out there. He's going to punch him some and soften him up. Reese Lynn needs to be careful not to get too high. Good round for Reese Lynn there. You can see on the replay here, Reese Lynn has his left arm stuck in there. He's controlling McCauley's wrist, so it prevents him from using that arm and standing up. McCauley decides to stand straight up and try to give a back flop. That really, in this cage, there's a lot of give to it. There's a pad on top. It's not terribly comfortable to be slammed on it, but it's not something that's going to stop a fight.
And ladies and gentlemen, after this fight, we're going to have a little intermission with a kid's dance-off to win a T-shirt. So, yeah.
Here in the replay, you see Reese Lynn maintaining his back control. You can see both of his legs wrapped all the way back, and that's kind of how it's almost like when you're riding a horse, you got to clench your legs around him. It's basically what he's doing there to maintain his back control. McCauley comes out again. Throwing an immediate jab, little spin kick there by Reese Lynn. McCauley got clipped there with a little bit with a hook. Reese Lynn throws an inside leg kick. McCauley throws a good head kick there. Little single leg by Reese Lynn there. He's going to turn it into a double and drag him down. McCauley moves around to the back. Reese Lynn's keeping a wrist control, and he turns into McCauley. McCauley's throwing some good heavy punches from the top. Reese Lynn has a
Just keep talking.
And excuse me.
There you go.
McCauley satisfied to stand up, and I thought maybe when he would let Reese Lynn up. Instead, he's going to soften him up a little bit, kick his legs a little bit. Little punch to the left ear of Reese Lynn. Reese Lynn looks a little tired. You can hear McCauley's coach telling him if he tries to shoot in, throw an uppercut, rear uppercut. McCauley looks to be the fresher fighter. Reese Lynn looks tired, like maybe he's had a little bit of an adrenaline dump.
Get back on him, you hesitate. Nice, get back on. Nice, get back
McCauley caught him with a 1-2, and I think he's just going to keep throwing that 1-2. McCauley lands a nice left lead hook. Reese Lynn throws a 1-2. You can hear McCauley's corner telling him, he says he thinks Reese Lynn is hurt, but I think he's tired. He looks exhausted. Reese has a single under. You can see McCauley looking to try to pummel in for a double underhook. Underhook basically for you at home that are not aware, it's where you have basically your arm under your opponent's armpit. Reese Lynn turning it up a little bit. He's going to go for a grapevine and a takedown.
But there's not enough time. So it comes down to cardio.
Looks like it's going to come down to cardio. McCauley, I'm not sure that he has enough pop to put Reese Lynn to sleep right now.
Well, let me ask you about other gyms. I've been in the off-the-chains gym quite a bit, and Dwan is constantly playing a clock that counts down 3 minutes. I mean, you just instinctively know when 3 minutes is coming up.
Yeah. Oh,
Does
yeah.
anybody else know that? Do that?
Oh, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
we used to basically what we used to do is we would actually train our cardio. We would do 3-minute burst training basically to train your body to get that heart rate up as quickly as you could, and so the rest time in between to get your heart rate down as quickly as you could. That's a hallmark of good cardiovascular training is a refractory period, is how quickly your body can be taxed to react to that kind of physical training, and then get your heart rate back down where you can function at a high
Ladies
level.
and gentlemen, this is the third and final round. Let's go, make some noise for these fighters. Here we go.
Hold it up, buddy. Come on, Reese, hold it up, buddy. Hands, okay, hands first. Hands first, Caleb. Hands, there you go.
McCauley is wading in with 1-2s. Reese drags him to the ground. He's getting his arms up high. You can see Reese with a high guard. He's got both of McCauley's arms in. He may be looking to go for an arm bar here. He actually has McCauley's arm in for an arm bar. McCauley has his arm free, but he goes right into a triangle attempt. Reese Lynn is going to have to drag McCauley's arm across. and then reach up and grab his own arm. You can hear McCauley's corner telling him to get his chest high.
Chest high. Chest high. Get one arm out. There you go. One arm out. Hey. Stack him.
McCauley's corner is telling him to stack him. Reese Lynn has a triangle and an arm bar set up right here. You can see him trying to underhook McCauley's arm. McCauley is satisfied to turn the corner and to try to go into what is an inverted triangle attempt here by Reese Lynn. What he's going to have to do is reach down and pull his arm back in. Reese Lynn almost reverses him. McCauley stays with him. Reese Lynn looks like he's going to try to go out the back door. Reese Lynn. Oh, Reese Lynn's going to go for an omoplata here. He's going to set up. Reese Lynn's going to have to set up. He's got his meat hook in. You can see Reese Lynn is trying to scoot his hips away from McCauley. That's going to free McCauley. You see McCauley's hand right there across Reese Lynn's waist. Reese Lynn's going to have to free up that wrist so he can actually get behind him. It actually is popping out right now. And if Reese Lynn can reach up and grab a hold of McCauley's head, he can actually finish this. You can see him reaching up right now to grab a hold of it. And he may actually. You can hear McCauley's corner telling him to get your arm free. What Reese Lynn needs to do right here is go onto his back and get top control. He used the omoplata to get top control. That was well done by Reese Lynn. Reese Lynn's going to try to grab a head here. He's got his neck. Little sacrifice throw right to his back. Reese Lynn is just really gutting this out. He looked really tired through the second round, but it looks like he's got a second win here.
Well, you only got a win too.
That was I'm going to have to say that would maybe a 2 rounds to 1. Reese Lynn may have gutted that out there in the last bit by reversing him and getting him this omoplata. Reese Lynn here, you can see on the replay, reversing McCauley and maintaining his position here and then shooting his arm under to grab a hold of McCauley's neck. He'll back him up right here, then sacrifice throw him and try to roll right on top of him, but he loses his neck and then goes right to a back control. And McCauley can't spin out. Reese Lynn just really gutted that last round out. He looked like he had maybe got his adrenaline up through the second round and got a little tired, and man, he just got fired up and came back. There's some good fights this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for these fighters. A great battle that goes the distance. All 3 judges scored about 29-28, I believe, for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Reese.
Yeah, there you go.